Kyle Larson is arguably the best race car driver on the planet, but he's not exactly a mechanic or engineer.
We've always known that Kyle doesn't know a lot about cars.
Can't wait to see where this question is going. He obviously doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to. And it came out a lot in Indianapolis where he'd be asked questions and he'd have no idea what people were talking about. Well, today, he says, I don't even know what we were doing on strategy. He said, I guess it's like looking at homework. I don't even have any idea what I'm looking at. And so how is it that a guy who knows so little about the car and has so little understanding of how it works is able to be so successful?
Because he drives the wheels off of it. I think if you're making lap time, making good decisions, he was really good through making up positions on the restarts when he needed to. When those other guys came into pit and he's out there on a little bit older tires, maintaining lap times the way he was. Those are just the things that great drivers do and do well, and he's one of the greats, right? I think it's obviously extracting the most speed out of a car. That you don't have to know anything about a car to extract speed out of it. I think where it comes down to where he probably is a little too humble in some of the things he says is that he's a key element of what the car is doing, to be able to give that communication information back to Cliff and the team to get more out of it. There's a lot of data these days that they can go off of, but still if the car's loose or tight or whatever the balance is, he's got to give him that feedback in the race, and he gives great feedback. But I think mostly it's when Cliff says, hey, we got to make up some spots here, or hey, we need to run this kind of a pace. He's able to do those things. So I guess he just does the things he needs to do right. You don't have to worry about the others.
For the Kenny Wallace YouTube channel, I'm Charlie Marlow.